Hey everyone. For a little while now I've been working on what I call NTAPE, which stands for NT Advanced Platforming Engine. So if you couldn't pick it up from the name, it's a game engine for platform games. Now it's a 2-script engine at the moment, so all it requires at the moment is 2 scripts which can be preloaded, which I'll do now. I'm going to add existing script and it's just here. So as you can see, you've got player setup and the player step. Now it's really easy to get going. So what you've got to do is have a room, make an object. I'm going to call it obj player. In the create event, you put in the NTAPE player setup, and then in the step event, you put in the NTAPE player step. And that's it for your player object. That's all you have to do. Alright, then from that point, you want to create 2 objects, so obj wall parent, like so, and obj wall. Although it doesn't actually have to be called wall, it can be called anything as long as it's parented to obj wall parent. So now I just need 2 sprites, so one for the player, which can be nice and simple. We'll just go with a like square, and one for the wall, which can be a blue square. Alright, so we just give that its sprite, and give that its sprite, and we're good to go. So from this point, add in a player, add in your walls, in fact I might extend this down a bit, and you're good to go. Alright, so now just from that, hit play, and as you can see in under 3 minutes I just created the very basics of a platform game. So yeah, as you can see, it makes things really fast. Not only does it make things really fast, but it's very customizable. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to show you it does support slopes. So if I just make a slope sprite here, because that's something that most platform games should support, is slopes, just because it makes movement and level design a bit better. Right, so I make a sprite for it, and then I can just duplicate the wall, it doesn't really matter. And just add that in, just put that in there like so, and I'll wall that off. Run that. And I've actually made a mistake there. It needs to have precise collision checking on so that the collision sprite isn't still a box. Alright, there you go, slopes. And that works for left as well, obviously, but yeah, that's just an example. Alright, so now into the customization of it. Everything is set up in this script. So it's got a nice big explanation, but yeah. So these variables you want to leave alone. H speed and V speed is for the movement itself, you don't need to touch those. But anything below that, edit how you want to make the platform game work the way you want. So here you've got 2 sprites, so one for normal standing player sprite and one for the docking. That's all there is at the moment, there might be more later, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, you've got your standard player sprite and then the docking one too. So if you want to have ducking, you just change the sprite for the duck sprite and enable ducking, and then you're good. Alright, acceleration and deceleration. So that's the acceleration deceleration speed. You've got maximum speed, the jump power. So if I set that up to something like 40, run the game, then I should jump a lot higher. There you go, just jumped up to the roof. Alright, so the vertical speed limit, that's for limiting the falling speed. Your gravity power, so I can set that to like 0.1. Run that, and then everything will fall a lot slower. As you can see, a lot less gravity, so when I jump, it'll jump a lot higher again. And yeah. Set that back to 2. Your gravity direction. So 1 is down, -1 is up. Everything so far works in both up and down directions. So that includes your jumping, your movement, slopes, and wall jumping as well, which I'm about to get into. Your maximum slope steepness, so that's how big the slope can be to be able to walk up it. Fall damage, so how fast you need to be falling to take damage, and your slide speed, and that is for sliding against walls. Right, health points and fall damage, so the amount of damage you take from falling. Alright, so this is where you enable features pretty much in your options. So, stuck fix. As you can see, if you're getting stuck on walls, set it to true. Doesn't always happen, but it has happened once or twice, and this fixes that problem. Right, if you can jump or not. So, can jump, set to true. Can you wall jump? At the moment, no, but I'll set that to 1 and enable that. Can you duck? No, we don't have a sprite for it anyway. Can you duck while you're in the air? So in some games you can duck, and then when you jump, because you're not on the ground, you can't duck anymore. So that pretty much supplies that for you. So if it's set to true, then you can duck both on the ground and in the air. Whether you take full damage or not, so that's just a simple toggle. Whether you slide on walls or not, I'll turn that on so that you can see how it works. And can you swap the gravity direction, and I'll turn that on as well. Alright, and then you have your controls down here, so your right key, left key, jump key, duck key, and your gravity swap key. This is just for simple setup, you don't actually have to use those keys, it's simple to swap it around. But yeah, so we'll run that. So this is with wall jumping and everything enabled. So if I jump up here, as you can see I just bounced off that wall. You see how I slide slower down the walls with the wall sliding on there. So it's kind of like grabbing onto it, and then if I had the sprite for it, it'd look a lot better. But yeah, alright, and now if I press space, stops the gravity direction, and as you can see I can wall jump up that way too, and up that way. But yeah, so that right now is NTAPE, so as I said before, NT Advanced Platforming Engine. So pretty much it's just a pre-made platforming engine, and as you can see, I just went through and explained that to you in under 8 minutes. So to set something like that up, it'd take like 5 minutes of your time, and then you're good to go. Now this isn't released to public yet. I don't know if it ever will be, but should you see any platformers from us, then it'll probably be using this. So yeah, this is just a demo. I just wanted to show it and get your opinions. So let me know what you guys think. I'm not going to take you through the step event code because there's a lot of it in there. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video if you think it's cool. We have a Facebook account. All this will be linked in the description. So we've got Facebook. We've now got Twitter, so you can follow us on that for development updates, pictures, all that. What else have we got? We've got Google Plus, but no one uses that anyway. We're on Game Jolt, and I think that's it. Alright, see you guys in the next video.